What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka he who hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Snoop Dogg recently just came out and said that any rapper who goes to perform at the Trump Inauguration, I believe, he will label them or clown them as an Uncle Tom. And look, all this election bullshit has brought out so many fucking whiny crybabies. And you know, that's the best thing about this election. You see who the fuck really is just a strong-minded individual and says, listen, I'm just gonna get on with my life. I may not like this guy. I'm just gonna continue living my life and do the best I can for my family or whatever, or best I can for myself. And you have the people that are just going fucking crazy. Every day you're hearing about new social justice warriors, new motherfuckers bitching and complaining, not doing it in any organized way, just you know, oh well, we're moving out of the country. There's new shit every fucking day. And this shit that Snoop Dogg said is just so fucking stupid on so many fucking levels. I mean, no disrespect to him. He made one of my favorite albums of the 90s, Doggy Style, fucking classic album. But be that as it may, I mean, this got to be the dumbest thing that he has ever said, because first of all, the slur, Uncle Tom, shouts out to the brother David Carroll for making this video. He took it down, but he needs to put it back up there again. But that slur is so used out of context, it's not even funny. Because if you read that story, and you know, people interpret Uncle Tom as the slave who was just saying yes massa all the time, just being a what you call a house nigga, you know, just didn't know anything else but to serve his white master. But that was at the core of the story. But the lesson of the story was Uncle Tom at the end. Uncle Tom. He was he sacrificed himself so the other slaves could get away. So he was, in essence, the hero of the story. That's what the whole story was about. You know, there's a lesson to be learned. But a lot of you niggas don't read. You don't want to research that shit. You just want to sit here and shame people, which is, again, I've mentioned this before. This is exactly the reason why Trump won, because the left don't know how to debate. They don't know how to say, hey, look, this is our view, our perspective on things. We'll listen to yours. We can either come to agreement or we debate. I hope you see my side. If not, I just pack my shit up and I go home. You go your way and do things like men. But yeah, long story short, that slur is used out of context. It's fucking stupid. Number two, this is so detrimental to black people on so many levels, the fact that he said this, because when you think about it, if a rapper, let's say that Donald Trump said, hey, Nas, come and perform at my inauguration. Why should Nas be, I'm just using him as an example, why should he be shamed into not getting any possible money, possible new fans, promotion? Why should he be shamed out of that? This reminds me of that thing that happened to the dude up in Detroit, somewhere in Detroit, Michigan. I think it was on the outskirts of Detroit, where this guy had a somewhat popular chicken wing spot or chicken shop, whatever. And Donald Trump Jr. said, hey, listen, come cater my event. And simply because he did that, now niggas want to boycott the dude. Why? Because he made money, you know. And then I remember when I was seeing the news clip, he said, you know, I vote Democrat just to appease black people. He shouldn't have had to do that. To me, I wouldn't have done it. I would have been like, look, I got a check out of it. I got a big check out of it. I'm in fucking business. That's what this is. And shame on you, Snoop Dogg, for trying to shame people and shame potential rappers. You know how it is. You know how it is to go on tour and to do shows or promotional shows and shit like that to gather new fans. Why would you shame other rappers, specifically fellow black rappers, into not making further business? I mean, that's the dumbest fucking shit that I've ever heard in my life. I totally don't agree with it. You know, despite what you may think of this dude, I say, hey, listen, if you're an MC and that's a potential big stage, go for it. Fuck that shit. And shit, I don't know. That's it. I just think it's very detrimental. I think that it's fucking backwards for someone to do this. And this is why us as black people will never get out of the hive mind or the groupthink mindset. It's so stupid. It just shows that a lot of blacks are still on the Democratic plantation as far as politics is concerned. I mean, LBJ said it best. He said, I have you niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And he's right. A lot of y'all are still on that shit. And again, then let me just add this too, because I don't want people to sit here and say, oh, you're a fascist or alt-right and all this shit. Look, if you're like, for example, if you were a rapper, like a T.I., for example, this is a perfect example because he was on that whole fuck Donald Trump shit. If Donald Trump said, hey, listen, why don't you come and perform at my shit? And T.I., let's say, I don't know what his specific views are. I know he was against Donald Trump, which automatically puts you in the Democratic camp as far as I'm concerned, but I'll think more objectively. I would just say, listen, man, you know what? It's not my thing. Let me scratch that. If you are another MC with Democratic views, this is a better example, and you lived what you preached, then yeah, that is totally okay. Listen, your views don't match mine. It wouldn't be a good look if I went out there and did that. I respectfully decline. Cool. And I respect people that, have different views and this and that, and we can still be cool and all that shit. But, this whole divide is just so funny. And like I said, this is why I'm kind of glad. Well, I'm glad for other reasons. Like I said, I did support Trump, but this is one of the main reasons why, because there's a lot of weak motherfuckers. You see how motherfuckers are running around, blocking up highways. Oh, I need Play-Doh and Legos and safe spaces and all that. Fuck that bullshit. You just go on with your fucking lives. Nothing changed for you. And again, Snoop Dogg, I love you, but yeah, that's some fuck shit. That really is some fuck shit. You essentially cock blocking another black man from possibly making money. And I gotta say specifically black, because Uncle Tom is a slur against black people. So yeah. That's all I gotta say. Real quick rant. Everybody else, let me know what you think. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.